Well, you're absolutely correct. So, KwaZulu-Natal Premier Sihle Zikalala was also the chairperson of the ANC here in KwaZulu-Natal, spoke at length here about challenges that the ANC is facing. He was speaking against the issues of factionalism. He asked for ANC members to understand that the organization is bigger than them and that they must not be members of members, but rather be members of the ANC, and that they should focus on making sure that the ANC does what it has always promised to do, that is ensuring service delivery, that ANC members are disciplined, and that issues of corruption are done away with. The Premier of KwaZulu-Natal, Sihle Zikalala, chairperson in this regard, was also, had scathing words against the dominant economic system of capitalism, saying that, ANC members need to make sure that it is done away with. But right now, the conference is on a 30 minutes break. These delegates are expected to come back after at around 4:30. They are currently on lunch now because, as you understand, the conference started very late. And because of this, I just want to take advantage of the time we have and speak to Musa Nciki. Now, he's on the campaign trail. He is on the slate that's supporting Zandile Gumede to return as chairperson of the ANC in eThekwini. If his faction wins, he's going to be secretary of the ANC in eThekwini. Let me just ask you this. It's very unclear for us as members of the media who exactly will be taking this. Are you confident that you and the leadership of Zandile Gumede will be taking this conference?
No, from the support that has been shown by the branches and the delegate, we are confident that come tomorrow, Zandile will be a chairperson of eThekwini again.
And what exactly will she be doing as the ANC's eThekwini chairperson? What change will she bring?
You must remember one thing, that Zandile is one of the leaders who's decisive. Because if you want to implement any programs, you need to be decisive.
But the challenge, Mr. Nciki, but the challenge that she'll face is that she'll obviously be on a step-aside rule. So she can be decisive, but how exactly will she be able to implement anything, given the fact that if she is elected tomorrow, according to the ANC, she'll not be able to execute her duties. Rather, whoever is elected deputy will be able to act.
I think we need to look at the guidelines of the step-aside. Guidelines of the step-aside prevent someone to speak to public. Does not necessarily mean that he cannot participate on the programs and the activity of the organization.
But she's not here. But she's not here right now, and I understand it's precisely because of the step-aside rule. She's not here. She's not a voting delegate. She's not participating in ANC programs.
Yeah, those are the guidelines. But does not necessarily mean that you cannot do organizational work. She can still do the organizational work.
Practically, how would that unfold if she's on step-aside and not allowed to participate in ANC programs?
Step-aside talk more about the public appearance, and it's preventing you to be on public, but not necessarily means that you cannot do other duties of the organization. Yeah.
So your slogan is unity and continuity. Talk to us about that. What are you going to prioritize?
Unity, building of the organization, trying to make sure that we renew the organization in a way that we will try by all means to minimize the manipulation of the processes of the organization. We will deal with the issues of corruption. We will be able to assist the ANC in implementing its resolution.
Mr. Nciki, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That was Mr. Musa Nciki. He's on the campaign trail. He's on the slate supporting Zandile Gumede. If she wins, he's more likely also going to be the secretary of the ANC in eThekwini. But I want to talk to the other side now, Mr. Thabani Mlangeni. He's on the campaign trail to become chairperson of the ANC in eThekwini. Mr. Mlangeni, it's been a long day. Talk to us about how you're feeling. I'm still confident. We saw the supporters. The other side is saying that they're taking the conference.
Yeah, thank you very much. No, I'm good. I'm fine. Yes, I'm still confident. And I'm happy the conference has started smoothly. As I've anticipated, that I don't expect anything that might cause problem in a conference. So far, everything is going well. I hope that when we are back to discuss credentials, the same spirit that we have observed in the first session will continue.
Well, there were issues earlier on that resulted in the conference being delayed from starting, and that was, of course, the issue of the ANC Women's League participating in this conference, the issue of the ANC Women's League. According to the last statement we received from the ANC, there was no resolution when it comes to that. Do you have any concerns about that?
No, I'm not concerned, and I'm not involved in dealing or handling such matters. There are committees for conference who are dealing with dispute credentials. As we have reported by the chair, Comrade Mshengo, that in the next session we are going to receive a report from the steering committee about the ANC Women's League dedication. The youth league dedication will be part of that report. Not only the league, even some branches where their issues were outstanding. At 4:30, we are going to get a full credentials report with all delegates who are supposed to be here.
Well, the other side, I wanna speak to this because the other side has said that, well, they've got the numbers here. So where to for Thabani Mlangeni should things not go in his way?
This is the conference of the ANC. Whoever wins in this conference, to me it doesn't matter, because it's the ANC that wins. That's what we were taught in the ANC some years back, that yes, it is our right to contest if we are being nominated, because the constitutions allow that. But our contest is not like we are contesting as opposition parties or we are enemies. Therefore, that's why at the end of the conference, whoever wins is the ANC that has won. I believe in that, and the outcome of the conference, I will also accept the outcome of the conference, and I hope delegates in this conference will accept the outcome of the conference, including whoever becomes the chair of the region comes end of the day tomorrow.
Mr. Nelson, thank you once again for talking to us here on Newzroom Afrika. We'll be catching up with you. I know you said you are hungry, so go and get that lunch before you resume. Well, so that was Thabani Mlangeni. He, of course, is the main contender of this race. He's challenging Zandile Gumede for the position of chairperson. As you heard him, he says that he will be accepting whatever the outcome is of this conference, because in the end, according to him, the winner will be the ANC.
Well, thanks there to our reporter Nkosikhona Duma. He's out at the Durban ICC speaking there to Thabani Mlangeni, who appears very confident, saying that whatever the outcome of this conference, the ANC will emerge united. Of course, he's pitted against Zandile Gumede, who faces corruption charges and may be affected by the party's step-aside rule if she does emerge victorious for the chairmanship of the eThekwini region for the ANC.